What's up everyone, Habibi here. I did so many changes on my script on this Unity airplane game. I've done so many changes to the script and also to the airplane object itself. It has some changes, but you don't have to worry because I've already packed everything here in this project on my website, and you can download it for free. You can find it here. Just find this product on my website creativeshop.chihui.com and find the easy mobile airplane controller free Unity package. You can download it by clicking add to cart and then go to my checkout and go log in or register. Then you will find the download link. And previously I've made an airplane object, 3D object, which is this one, and in this video I'm going to bring this 3D object into this project and I will fly it. And on this runway I also created an invisible runway here. It has runway tag, and it is necessary to make the airplane able to take off and land here. Okay, so if I play the game, I can take off and I will also able to land there. I will show you that I'm going to land the airplane there. Where is the runway? I'm going to decrease the speed. And then I can land it here. Alright, that's for the taking off and landing on the runway. And let's now bring the 3D object here. Here is the 3D object. I'm going to use this FBX file and also this texture file. I will copy these two files and I'm going to make a new folder here. 3D objects. Right click and show in Explorer and open it. I paste them here. Then I go back to Unity and let's see, our objects are here. Our 3D object is here. Okay, then it's time to bring the mesh and replace the cubes with the mesh. I'm going to go inside this airplane prefab and I bring the 3D object here. The 3D object is very big and I need to scale it down. First I'm going to unpack the prefab completely and scale it down. To match the size of the cube airplane. Okay, I think it's fine. Alright, and then here is the body of airplane. I'm going to remove one by one the cubes and the wing. I'm not going to need this cubic wing. I delete it, and then the tail wing, and let's just delete everything that are cube here. Also this flaps, no, not the flap, because the flaps are rotating and moving, and let's not do that. And instead, now let's adjust everything one by one. Here, this one I remove one of the propeller, this propeller I remove it, and let's start with this propeller. I'm going to reposition the propeller here, and oh yeah, I forgot to detach the propeller from the body of the airplane, so I need to do it on my 3D software. Everything else has been detached. For example, these flaps, they are already detached, but the propeller is not detached yet. So I need to go to edit my 3D model. Here I'm going to edit it. Here is my airplane on inside 3D Max. I need to detach the propeller, so I will select this mesh, and then I click detach. I name it propeller 1. Let me copy the name, and I do the same thing with this one. Detach, I name it propeller 2, and also this one. Propeller 3, and the last one, propeller 4. And if we click the propeller object here, we see that the axis is here, which is not good. I'm going to make the axis at the center of this each propeller. So what I can do is to select all the propellers, and then go to this hierarchy tab, activate effect pivot only, and click center to object and turn it off. Now if we rotate each propeller, it will rotate correctly. It's time to export everything. by selecting all the meshes and click File, Export selected, and let me just export it here on my main 3D object folder. Replace the FBX file, and then I re-copy the file and paste it here. Let me close the 3D software, save it, and let's go back to our Unity editor. And we lost the propeller. It means we need to re-import the 3D model again. Do we have the propeller here? Okay, we have it. So I'm going to resize it, place it on 0, X, Y, and Z. They are the wings, so I need to match the size. About this size. And there are wheels here, wheels of airplane. It is this way, so I need to make the airplane bigger. So forget matching the wings and the cubes. Let me just make it a little bit bigger this way. Okay, these wheels are invisible, so you don't worry about its size and its position. Alright, then we work on this wing flap. The propeller first. Propeller 1, let's name it propeller 1. And then I need to unpack this prefab completely. Place the propeller 1 here. Go to the top view, orthographic, and place it exactly here. Let's copy its position, copy component, and paste it on this propeller 1 parent object. Paste component value. Where is it? Never mind, it doesn't work. Let me set them back to 0, 0, 0. And here just make sure it is on the center of the propeller, and I think it's fine. I am going to delete the cubes inside this propeller 1 parent. Here is my propeller 1 mesh. I move it here as a child of propeller 1, and if I rotate this propeller 1, it should be rotating. Oops, let's fix the Y position. So the propeller 1 is here, the parent. Let's bring out the child first. Okay, and then bring it up. It's good. And bring it back. Now if we rotate the propeller, it should be rotating correctly. Okay, and let's do the same thing for this the other propellers. So I'm going to delete this mesh, and then this propeller one, I press Ctrl T on my keyboard and then change this negative to positive this way. Oops, I did not duplicate it, so let me press again, Ctrl and D, and I rename it to propeller 2, and then change the negative sign to positive. Just remove the negative sign, and I will also delete these two meshes and duplicate this propeller again. Let's name it propeller 3. Let me bring it here. Oops. Okay, never mind. This propeller 3 should be here, so I need to move it. It's fine, and then as we did before, we duplicate this propeller 3, Ctrl D, rename it to propeller 4, then place it on positive value of x position, and that's all for the propellers. And now we are going to work on the wing flap left. Let me just delete the wing flap right. We will make it later. First we need to move this actual wing flap here. We need to rotate it to match the mesh this way, and we need to see on the left side it should be, we should place it here. Let me check. And I also need to, let me see. Okay, let's just delete the cube first, and then this mesh, the flap 1, we move it to inside this wing flap left, and then we check what if we rotate the wing flap. Is it fine? It is hard to make it precisely aligned, but I think it's fine. And then Okay, I cannot just duplicate the wing flap to make the right side wing flap. So what I can do is to yeah, we can duplicate it, but we don't, we have to remove the mesh and place it here. I need to reset everything. Reset everything and place it here. Remove the mesh inside this object and just adjust it again. I place it here, rotate it a bit. Okay, and let's see it on the, bring it up. And let's see if we move this mesh inside this wing flap, right? Does it rotate nicely? Yes, I think it's fine. We are done with wing flaps, and now let's do the tail flaps. Tail flap 1 and 2. Let's do the tail flap 1 first. Where am I? Okay, move it here. Rotate it a bit. And let's see, we need to bring it down. And we remove the cube. Then it is tail flap 2. Never mind the numbering. Bring the flap 4 inside this flap, tail flap 2, and let's check. It's just fine. And we do the same thing for the another tail flap. Hey, okay, just remove the cube and position the tail flap here. Rotate it a bit. Bring it down and move the tail flap 5. The name, it should not be flap 5 1. Just I don't know, never mind the name. Just move it to the inside this tail flap 1. Okay, remove which one is the tail flap that we did? Tail flap 3. Okay, we move it here, and then we check the rotation. It's fine. Now it is the last thing. The last thing is this tail flap. The another type of tail flap, which is vertical tail flap. Let's move it here. Let's see it on from the left. Yeah, I need to place it here. Then I need to remove the cube mesh. We place the flap 5 inside this tail flap 1. And I don't know, can we just duplicate this tail flap? And let's try to duplicate it. And the naming are not organized. It's not good, but we can do next time more organized. And let's just do this way for this time. I did not plan to make them organized, so it is fine. We can place it here, but I need to remove this the old mesh flap 6 and bring the rotation. Okay, here set it to 0. Let's go outside to the scene and let's fly the airplane. This is our airplane, the cargo airplane. Oh yeah, before we fly it, let's make sure that we set our propellers correctly. Here we have 2 propellers, but in fact we have 4, so I change it to 4, not 42. It's too much. 4 propellers. And here is propeller 1. I need to bring the propeller 2 here, propeller 3, propeller 4. Okay, and let's fly it. The propeller is not rotating. Yeah, what about the let's just fly it. Go up. Our flaps are not rotating. I don't know what did we do. Oh, here is an error. Wing flap. Alright, the wing flaps. Let's go back. seems everything is we need to fix one by one. Look target. Okay, because we deleted the look target. No, we did not delete it. We need to reassign this object here. Okay, this is for this error. And what is this one? Right wing flap has not been assigned. Right wing flap. So let's check. Right wing flap. Yeah, because we deleted the right wing flap, so we missed this game object. We need to bring it here. Wing flap right. And what's next? Right wing flap. Right wing flap. Okay, I hope everything are fixed, and let's play again. Okay, the propellers are rotating. You can see the rotation direction. If you want to flip the rotation, you can just go to the script. Here is the script. In case you want to change the rotation, change it to negative number. For example, we have this values here. Thrust multiplied by 5F plus 3F. It makes it rotating this direction. If you want to make it rotating that direction, I think we can just move everything here inside this parenthesis and multiply it by -1. If you play the game, come on, they are rotating that direction. Now let's test the flap. Okay, the flaps are working, but not for this one. Why? Because in my script I only have one reference for the tail flap, which is this tail flap 1. I did not plan to use more than one tail flap, so we can't do anything for this. The solution is to use a script that I have made earlier. Here is a script. I call it stick with it. Let's copy the script, and here inside this Unity editor we make a new script with that name. Stick with it. Double click the script, select all and paste what we copied earlier. And then here we need to attach this script to the tail flap 1. Attach it here and set the object that will follow this rotation. In this case, this object, this tail flap is this one, so I drag and drop it here, and I uncheck the position, uncheck the X rotation and Z rotation. I will only follow the Y rotation, and that's all. Let's test it. Our tail flap is working. Okay, let's fly it. We are taking off. We are flying the Antonov An-22. There is another thing that we need to do. For example, this gear, landing gear, we need to disable and enable it. For example, if we are taking off, when we are on the air, we need to hide the landing gear. But I think I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just too tired. Let's do that another time. Okay, let's try to land it. Let's land it. Reduce the speed. And if you fly your cargo airplane like this, you will we will make mesh with your cargo inside this airplane. I mean, the objects inside this airplane will be broken. Okay, we are landed. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.